Hello everyone, I'm Kai Huang. Today's presentation is about Firebase. I will share you what I've learned in the past 2 weeks, and I hope this video can give you some basic introduction about what is Firebase, how it works, and maybe in the future it may help you to develop some apps because it's truly easy to use. So here is today's agenda. First, I will introduce what is Firebase. This includes the history of the Firebase and what features the Firebase has. Then we will move on to how to set up the development environment for web. Because I only have the web development experience, and I don't have mobile app development experience like Android or iOS. Although I find that Firebase is also a good platform for mobile app development. But this semester I will just concentrate on learning the development for web. Maybe in the future I will continue on learning the mobile development. So next I will talk about the what I've learned in the past 3 weeks. Like the Firebase authentication, the Firebase real-time database, and the Cloud Firestore. The Firebase real-time database and the Cloud Firestore, they are similar. That's why I put them together. I will explain more later. Okay, let's begin. So, what is Firebase? Firebase is a platform developed by Google for creating mobile and web applications. It was originally founded by an independent company in 2011, and it was acquired by Google in 2014. Since then, Google gradually develops and merged some products into the Firebase platform, and until now, the platform has 17 products split into 3 groups: develop, quality, and grow. And here is a graph about all the Firebase products. As you can see, the left 7 products are for developing the build better apps. The middle 3 products are for the quality, improve app qualities. The right 7 products are for grow your app. So these are all the products of Firebase. So now you can have a general picture about Firebase because this is a platform of Google. So Google basically provides you all the tools that you will need for software development. This semester I will focus on learning the left 7 products, which is for developing, and the middle 3 and the right 7, they all very useful, but I will learn it later. So if you look at the left 7 products, it pretty much provides you all the backend service that you need, which means it's serverless. You don't need a server anymore to host, for example, a database or provide some backend service like authentication, hosting, and etc. The authentication and hosting, I think I've used in the first 3 weeks. And then I've used the Cloud Firestore and the real-time database. And then the cloud storage is used for the storing files and storing photos and videos like that. Cloud Functions and ML Kit I haven't learned yet, but I will introduce later in my next presentation. Okay, back to this previous slide. So this is called serverless, the last row. It's also, there's a term for it, it's called PaaS, Platform as a Service. I think PaaS now it's a trend for app development because it makes it more easier and more integrated for developers, so that you can more focus on the app's logic. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. How to set up a Firebase development environment for web. I will just quickly go through these because you can refer to the Firebase official code website. I have to say all the official documents are very clear and straightforward. It teaches you step by step. That's why I use the official documentation as my main learning resource. I think it has enough information to learn. You can go to the Code Lab website through this link. Or you can find so here is the index page of the Firebase documentation. You can see there's Android, iOS, Web, Unity, C++, the main. So we will focus on the web. So here is the code labs for the web. And here it tells you what you will need. So you will need IDE or a text editor. Here I choose to use VS Code. And then you will need a package manager, npm, which typically come with Node.js. Let me show you how to install it. So you just Google Node.js, and here I just click this button, recommended for most users, the 14.15 this version. And then for the virtual code, just Google VS Code, and here is the link to download. Okay, so the second step, here it says to get the sample code. It says web start the starting code that you will build upon during these code labs. This sample code is to build an online chat app, which is pretty cool. I can show you later. So you don't need this step if you don't use this sample code. So next you will add the Firebase project in the console like this. Here is the Firebase console. You can see all the projects I have here, and then you just need to click this project and give a name. And the next page is like this page, and then you just add a name. And don't forget to check this Firebase hosting if you want to Google to help you to host, which is pretty convenient, I think. Then just enable a bunch of services. Okay, here is an important step. You need to install the Firebase command line interface through npm. Because I have Vue.js experience, so I'm familiar with it. For those who are not familiar with npm, here basically it's a step that you use package management tool to install the Firebase into your front-end web application. It's like links your front-end with the Firebase project. It will ask you to which Firebase project you want to link, and like I have multiple I have multiple projects, so it asks you which project you want to link with. You just follow the instruction, and it's very simple. And what it does is just to help you to set up all the things. For example, the project ID into your project. So like this page, it will add okay, let me show you the. So it basically would create several file-based stuff, and then it will help you to link the like project ID stuff into this init.js. Yeah, it's all do it for you. So you just follow the instruction, and it's pretty easy. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, so here I have a summary. First, you need to install the Node.js, which I showed you, and then you need to install the VS Code IDE, add a project in the Firebase console, and don't forget to click the hosting, and then enable all the features that you will use in the Firebase console. And step 5 is install the Firebase command line interface. The 6 is you can run your application locally by type Firebase serve only hosting, and then like the default, I think it's 5,000, and then you can just go to localhost 5,000, or click the link in the console. It will pop up, and that's it, I think. Okay, next I'm going to talk about authentication. Firebase make it easier to perform secure logging. Usually, when you develop a web application, you need to build the authentication. This is your first step, and I'm currently learning the CPSC 329 security. For those password, you need to add a sort and then hashing it to make your password be more secure to store into your database. A lot of those kind of things that you need to consider to make it more secure, more professional for the user authentication. So Firebase does it for you. This makes it easier and it's more secure. Next, Firebase provides many sign-in options. I can show you here. The Firebase has third-party providers like Facebook. It supports Facebook, Google, Twitter, GitHub, Yahoo, Microsoft, Apple. I've done the third-party provider Google. I've tried it. Literally, I just spent less than an hour to develop these features, so it's very easy to use. Wait, let's go back to slide. The third one is well documented, which I already talked about. So next, I'm going to talk about the real-time database and the cloud file store. They both are real-time, cloud-hosted, and NoSQL database. For the comparison, you can refer to this website. My understanding is the cloud file store is newer and it can address more of your needs, like advanced querying, sorting, transaction. Okay, now let me show you what I've done. Let's go to the this website, the 5,000. So as you can see on the top right, there's my name and then the sign out button, which means I already signed out. So if I click sign out, it will it shows sign in with Google, and then this signed button is disabled, which means I haven't signed in. So I can click the sign in button because I think I've already signed in on this page, so it remembers me. Let me open Google. So if you type localhost 5,000, so this time it will ask you to sign in, and it will pop up a window to let you to sign in. So this time I can sign into my another account. I just registered. This one. Okay, so this time you can see I signed in as a different person, test, and then I can, the send button is enabled, and I can send the message to the chat. Go back to the another that I log in as Kai Huang, and you can see the test message it shows here. Also, if you go to the console cloud file store, the messages here is all the message history that's saved in the real-time database. Why I say is first, there are two features. First is NoSQL, so that one advantage that you no longer need to first build the columns, right? Because NoSQL is one advantage. And then second is real-time database, which means if I change some message here, okay, let me change to CC. So change the CC to DDD, and then click update. And then here, you see, I think everyone get updated. So if we go to the test account, you see the DDD is also updated. So every changes either the users made or the admin made, they all real-time updated to the web front end, which user can see it live. This is advantage of real-time database. Okay, let's go back to the slide. So let's talk about the challenges I've encountered. I think the most is about the time management. So when the bugs come out, it takes time to debug, and then my reading speed is slow. It takes me a lot of time to read. And the third one is that I have zero knowledge, so I need to explore, which is also time consuming. But I believe that as time goes by, I will do better and better. And then last is some suggestions for you if you are interested in learning the Firebase. The first is to use official Firebase documentation, which is enough. It has all the information that you need to learn. The second one is to follow the code labs instructions step by step to build an app, which can let you to explore a lot of functions and very easy to hands-on. And like me, you can explore a lot of issue, encounter a lot of issue, and resolve them when you follow the instructions step by step, which is also good for learning. Okay, that's it. I think thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoy my video. And if you interested in Firebase, just leave me a comment at the discussion board, and we can discuss. Thanks a lot, and if you have any questions, just ask me. Thank you.